Hi, I'm Kusum Lamichane. Today I'm going to present schizophrenia. What is schizophrenia? It is a very common brain disorder which causes people to abnormally interpret their sense of reality. And it is a psychiatric disorder, is a major contributor to a global morbidity. Uh, it ranked 11th among the top 25 causes of impairment worldwide. What are the types of schizophrenia? There are different types of schizophrenia. Uh, One is paranoid, second catatonic, third heavy or disorganized, fourth undifferentiated, and fifth residual. In paranoids, people feel delusions, hallucination. Catatonic people usually feels unusual motor activity. In heavy or disorganized, people feel some hallucination or delusions. Undifferentiated schizophrenic symptoms that don't neatly fit a diagnosis. Residual, at least one episodes of schizophrenia experienced in the past, but now no longer exhibiting sign of disorder. Um, Sign and symptoms of schizophrenia: positive symptoms, negative symptoms, and cognitive symptoms. In positive symptoms, they have hallucination, delusions, disorganized behavior, and speech. In negative symptoms, people have apathy, anhedonia, blunted affect, poverty of speech. And in cognitive symptoms, patients, they reflect abnormal thinking. They have the poor decision making skills, and poor problem solving skills. They have poor ability to communicate and strange behavior as well as bizarre behavior. How can we treat this schizophrenia? There are three ways to treat this schizophrenia, that are patient compliance, psychotherapy, and medication. The most important is patient compliance and psychotherapy. And there is a more treatment of schizophrenia. They can use antipsychotic medicine uh, that are most effective treatment for schizophrenia, because it changes the balance of chemicals in the brain and can help control symptoms. Family members and caretakers are very important in the treatment of schizophrenia, because they need the psychological supports from the relatives, from the family, and they have to be careful about the lifestyle, including getting enough sleep, staying away from recreational drugs, mm, and taking medicine correctly. And they have to know how to manage the side effects, watching for the returns of symptoms, and knowing like what to do, what not to do when they returns. Here is the schizophrenic in Indonesia. According to the 2007 data, basic health research conducted by Ministry of Health shows that more than 1 million people in Indonesia are high risk of several mental disorder. 3.5% only people receive treatment in mental hospital. About 10% of patients with schizophrenia die due to suicide. 14.3% household patients have mental disorder. And in rural areas, this is the most dangerous disease. As well as, according to 2013, the results for the basic research on health condition in Indonesia, there are two kind of mental disorder. There are several mental illness like psychosis, mental emotional problem. The patient with psychosis is 14.3%, have passed on by their family. City area is 10.7% and village is 18.202%. Passing is the act of binding fixation with special equipments or axils which make the patient impossible to escape from that bond. The most common incident for mental health management in community and Indonesia is passing, because it is very wrong concept, and this is the discrimination and violence of human rights. In the comprehensive program, Ministry of Health in Indonesia had specific strategies on free of passing by 2019. They have the 3 special efforts, like 1 is strength regulation policy, 2 is campaign stop stigma and discrimination between people, and 3 is build commitment across the program and sectors, commitment between the program and the sector. Here is the international assistance and cooperation. The government begins its decision, but it's not success. It goes very slow. Between 2014 and 2015, the Indonesia Community Care for Schizophrenia already built a network with Jakarta Legal Aid Foundation for training disability paralegal, and plan to establish complaint center for any discrimination in public human rights. I have the video over here, which helps to understand how worse is the situation in the Indonesia, because many people are suffering through schizophrenia, and it is very worse. I'm going to show you the video. Just give me a few seconds, please.
And imprisoned. These are the images of mentally ill patients in central Java, locked in rooms and sheds against their will. This is the reality for the 18,000 schizophrenics across Indonesia. The report released by Human Rights Watch brought up a whole new debate on how Indonesia views mental disabilities.
We want to educate the Indonesian people that prevention is better than cure. The Health Ministry is focusing on emphasizing the importance of overall mental stability. Many people are more focused on taking care of their physical health, but we want to stress that taking care of the mind is just as important.
In 1977, the Indonesian government banned the practice of shackling patients with psychological issues. But the traditional norm in the country still forces doctors and religious healers to confine their patients. A practice they're working to change through events like this, where hundreds gather each year to extend their encouragement towards mental stability. Indonesia only has 48 mental hospitals, a surprisingly low number in a country of more than 250 million people. The lack of access towards psychiatric wards is one of the reasons why there's such a negative stigma attached to mental disabilities. Most people misunderstand the silent illnesses like depression and attribute that to the stereotype of being erratic instead.
We have seen huge progress in how the public views mental health. The amount of people here today is already a positive sign that many care about it. All starts with education. We may not have enough facilities or financing, but we can build a successful foundation with the right amount of support and encouragement.
Activists like Andreas are also lending their support to widen the conversation regarding the issue. He founded the campaign Get Happy earlier this year. It aims to reshape the way people think about mental health. The campaign focuses on helping those struggling with anxiety, depression, and bipolar disease, illnesses that often leave many to feel neglected.
Get Happy is a bridge for them to take the further step on addressing their issues. And for us, that's more than enough, because that's our main objective. We're not here to solve those issues. We're here to provide them with a bridge, provide them with a reaching hand for them to open up and start to search for help for themselves.
Each month, the organization runs free workshops for people to learn the importance of focusing on their mental well-being in the form of art and musical therapies. Andreas and his team are hoping their small steps can inspire big changes and create a happier Indonesia. Silkina Aluwalia, CCTV, Jakarta.
They are trying to give the health education and conducting program so that this disease will be reduced and people get the education about this disease. They are conducting different kind of program and involving the people to do the different activities so that it helps a lot. This is the video, and thank you for your time. Thank you.